Have you ever been in an interview and had to answer what you perceived to be a confrontational question? It happens often, guys, and you know what? Our subconscious response to confrontation is almost to slam straight into it. So I want to give you a little bit of advice in terms of how you deal with this whilst still maintaining friendship, if that makes sense. So let's think about the confrontational types of questions you can get. So you could possibly get a question that says, you know what, your CV says this, but you're applying for this, and I fail to see the synergy. And that's the types of confrontational questions you'll get, where you've effectively got to justify your application. Now, the first thing you say, you don't turn around and say, I don't know where you saw that, but let me explain to you, it's not like what you're reading, it's actually like this, which means it's suitable for this position. And I know that sounds very confusing. But you don't, in an interview scenario, you don't confront the person. Don't go back to them and say, you're wrong. Okay, so you never do that, because what that is meeting confrontation with confrontation. What you want to do is you want to come around the table and sit next to them and almost pat them on the shoulder and say, I get it, it's okay. So here's your formula, here's your trick for how to handle those questions. You turn around and you say to the interviewer, I understand how you could see it that way. That makes sense to me. You know what? If I was in your shoes, I might see it that way too. Allow me to explain, or allow me to unpack it for you so that it makes a little more sense. Do you see how you've come next to the person and you pretty much got your arm around them and saying, I got your back, I hear you, but let me show you from a different perspective. Now that technique for dealing with confrontation is far more effective than putting your hand up and saying, you are wrong. So that's how you want to deal with potentially confrontational questions in an interview scenario. My name is Chantel Buerta. I'm a recruitment coach and strategist. You can reach out to me on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Chat soon.